everyone. I want to have a look at Jamboard today, which is G Suite's collaborative digital whiteboard. It's really versatile and you can do quite a lot of stuff with it. You don't have to collaborate, but obviously when you do, it does make it so much more useful. So I'm logged in with my Saltus account and I am going to select Google Apps. Okay, I'll just move that screen out of the way. So I select Google Apps and scroll down to Jamboard. Okay, you can see I've got a few in there already, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a new jam. It doesn't have a name, so I'm going to just click in there and I'm going to call it test. Okay, so now I've given it a name. Okay, I'm just going to hide my tools for Screencastify so I can show you the Jamboard tools. If we look at the first one, we have a pen tool, which means that I can draw or I can write. The write bit's a little bit more tricky, and I'll show you how to get around that in a second. So we've got different types of pen. We've got a marker pen. Obviously, I can use different colors. Okay, this one's a highlighter. I use yellow for that. Okay, and then we have a brush. Okay, so obviously great for drawing. So for instance, one of the things that you could get pupils to do is just to draw their learning so they can show understanding. That's just one way you can use it. There is an erase tool, and obviously that will erase a little bit or a lot. If I want to get rid of everything on the screen, which I do because I'm just doodling, I'm just going to clear the frame. The next tool is just the select tool or the pointer, so you can move around. Okay, so what I can also do, and probably the most useful thing, is the sticky note tool. So I'm going to add a sticky note. Okay, and now I have it on the screen. I can resize it, I can tilt it, put it wherever I want. I can go back on and I can edit, I can change the color, okay, and so on. So obviously I can put as many on as I want, and so could, if I was sharing this with a class, then so could the students as well. So it is a really nice way to collaborate, to send messages and so on. You could actually just edit that and make it transparent as well. So then it just appears as some text. A new feature that Google have just added is the text box, however. So if I just click on there, I can do similar, and that will just give me some transparency. And again, I can change the size, move it around, and so on. One of the things I can do here is also change the color. It could be a display, it could be a title, and so on. Okay, I can even change the justification and center things, and so on. A fairly new addition as well is the shape tool. Okay, so it's on circle at the moment, but let's just say I wanted to add a square. Again, I can go up and I can fill it. That's the outline as well. Okay, you can actually also set the background. So if you look, I could have a dotted background. I could have, for maths, for instance, or science, I could actually have the squares and so on, or I can just make it a color. Okay, and I can actually have a blackboard background as well. Okay, I'm just going to go back to the clear because I like that. Okay, so remember, you can add lots of different shapes as well. And there's also the arrow key, which can be really helpful if you are drawing particular diagrams. One last thing to show you, actually no, there's two things, is the Google image search. So just going to add a tortoise. Okay, very predictable. And again, the image tool will put images in. You can upload them or you can just find them on Google. Okay, move them around, resize them, just like we did with everything else as well. Okay, and our very last tool, when you're presenting, there is a laser. Okay, so I might want to emphasize that. Okay, I might want to emphasize that. And it just helps you as you are going through the work explaining to students. Okay, that was a very quick run through of some tools. Now we'll have a look at some sample jams.